I want to ask a simple question. When was the last time you gave yourself credit for something you did right? Not something huge, not getting a promotion, not buying a house, not accomplishing some lifelong dream. I mean something small. Did you get out of bed when your mind was telling you not to? Did you make your bed? Did you drink enough water today? Did you go for that walk? Did you smile at someone? Did you choose patience instead of anger? Did you simply make it through another difficult day? When was the last time you actually celebrated one of these moments? Because if you're anything like most people, you're probably much better remembering your failures than your victories. Isn't it interesting? We can remember one embarrassing moment from 5 years ago, but we forget the 100 small victories we just had this week. One mistake can replay in our minds for months, while dozens of good decisions barely last a few seconds before we move on. That's how the mind often works. It tends to magnify what went wrong and minimize everything that went right. And if we're not careful, we begin believing that our failures tell the whole story. But they don't. Today I want to challenge that way of thinking. Because mental health isn't about surviving your hardest days. It's also about learning how to notice your strongest moments, even when they seem small. We live in a world that celebrates big achievements. Social media shows us promotions, new cars, perfect vacations, fitness transformations, business success, milestones. But what it rarely shows is the quiet victory of someone getting out of bed despite battling depression, or someone choosing not to send the angry text, or someone showing up to work while carrying emotional weight nobody else can see. Those victories matter. Sometimes they're the biggest victories of all. Here's something I've learned. Your life isn't built by the biggest moments. It's built by the smallest decisions repeated consistently. Think about it. You don't become healthier because of one workout. You become healthier because you kept showing up. You don't become mentally stronger because of one positive thought. You become mentally stronger because you continue choosing healthier thoughts day after day. The same is true with confidence. Confidence isn't created overnight. It's built one promise you keep to yourself at a time. Every time you say you're going to do something and you follow through, you place another brick in the foundation of your confidence. And those bricks are your micro wins. The problem is that most of us don't acknowledge them. We finish one task and immediately focus on what we didn't accomplish. We complete 9 things and criticize ourselves for the one thing left undone. Imagine if a basketball player scored 45 points, but only thought about the one shot they missed. It sounds ridiculous, yet mentally many of us do the exact same thing every single day. We become experts at disqualifying our progress. We tell ourselves, it wasn't enough, I should have done more, I could have done better. And eventually nothing feels good enough. That mindset is exhausting. Because no matter how much progress you make, you're constantly moving the finish line. And if the finish line always moves, you'll never allow yourself to experience fulfillment. So what if we change the conversation? What if, instead of ending every day by asking, what did I do wrong? We asked, what did I do well today? Maybe you were kinder than yesterday. Maybe you handled stress better. Maybe you chose rest instead of a burnout. Maybe you asked for help. Maybe you simply kept going. Those aren't small things. Those are signs of growth. Growth rarely announces itself with fireworks. Most of the time it whispers. It's choosing peace when chaos feels easier. It's responding instead of reacting. It's getting back up after a difficult day. It's forgiving yourself. It's trying again. Those are victories worth celebrating. And here's why this matters so much for mental health. What you repeatedly focus on eventually shapes what you believe. If every day you only notice your shortcomings, you'll eventually believe you're always falling short. But if you intentionally recognize your progress, you'll begin seeing yourself as someone who is growing. That's a huge difference between perfection and progress. Perfection says, I'll be proud when I finally arrive. Progress says, I'm proud because I'm still moving. One mindset creates pressure. The other creates hope. And hope is powerful. Hope keeps people going when motivation disappears. Hope reminds us that today's struggle isn't tomorrow's identity. Hope says, keep taking one more step. One of the healthiest habits you can build is ending each day by recognizing 3 micro wins. Not because life was perfect, but because your brain deserves evidence that you're making progress. Maybe today's 3 wins are: I got out of bed, I drank enough water, I called someone I care about. And that's enough. Tomorrow's list may be different. The point isn't the size of the win. The point is learning to notice it. Because what you appreciate grows. The more you acknowledge progress, the more motivated you become to continue it. Your mind begins looking for evidence that you're capable instead of evidence that you're failing. That's not pretending life is easy. That's training your perspective. There's a quote I love. Little by little, a little becomes a lot. That's true for habits, it's true for healing, and it's true for mental health. Healing rarely happens all at once. It happens one conversation at a time, one healthy choice at a time, one deep breath at a time, one morning at a time, one micro win at a time. So if you've been feeling like you're not enough, if you've been measuring yourself by everything you haven't accomplished, if you've been carrying the weight of unrealistic expectations, I want you to remember this. You don't have to win the whole race today. You just have to take the next step. Celebrate the fact that you showed up. Celebrate the effort. Celebrate the courage it took to keep going. Celebrate the discipline that nobody else saw. Because those invisible victories eventually become a visible success. Don't wait until you've climbed the mountain to appreciate yourself. Be proud that you kept climbing. Be proud that you didn't quit. Be proud that you're still here. At the end of the day, mental health isn't about pretending every day is easy. It's about giving yourself permission to recognize that every step forward matters. Even the smallest ones. Especially the smallest ones. So tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to ask yourself one question. What are 3 micro wins I had today? Write them down, think about them, feel grateful for them. Because those tiny victories are not insignificant. They are proof that you're growing, proof that you're healing, proof that you're becoming stronger. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one micro win at a time. Until next time.